Some time ago, I made a video explaining what your favorite Sonic Mania hero said about you. If you like Knuckles, then you are tougher than the rest of them, the best of them. You're a loner with your eyes on the prize. If you like Sonic, then chances are you're a bit impatient, but a natural-born leader. That, and so on. While it was fun talking about the heroes, I figured this time I should talk about the villains. Even though they're the characters we're supposed to boo and hiss at, what is it about them that we find so compelling? Could it be their sense of style? Could it be the fact they have real human desires, unlike the goody two-shoes heroes? Might it have anything to do with our innate desire to stick it to the man, instead of just blindly following the rules like a good little citizen? Could it be that they're able to get away with things that we ourselves cannot? Whatever the reason is, we're here today to find out what your favorite Sonic Mania villain says about you. Are you an Eggman? A Heavy? Or just a plain Weasel? Here we'll discover the darker parts of your nature. Heavy Shinobi. You're a sneaky one. You have this uncanny ability to blend in, yet you can stand out when you want to. You like to strike while the iron is hot, yet you have a heart as cold as ice. Seeing you're not the most outgoing person, you tend to be evasive. Despite this, you do have a sense of style and plenty of star power. Your type tends to be a winter. Heavy Gunner. Your motto is, have gun, will travel. Speaking of travel, you prefer to do it by air. On the surface, you may seem like the type to believe in law and order. After all, you are a subordinate, and you carry out the demands of your commanding chief, yet you can't help but go wild. Most would say that you like to jump the gun. Chances are you support the NRA and listen to wacky conspiracy theorists on the radio. Heavy Magician. Let's just say that spending the night with you is magical. You like to show people where the magic happens, and you are quite charismatic, putting them under your spell. As cool as that might be, you're not above taking cheap shots, and you can be a bit of a show-off. You're also a skilled actor, disappearing into many roles and playing the part quite well. Yet this just reveals your dishonesty as you let people see the characters you play, but never the real you. In spite of your faults, you are loyal to your comrades, and will go out of your way to help them if they're in trouble. Heavy Rider. You were born to be wild. You flail around life without a care in the world. Your motto is, I want to take you for a ride. You're quite promiscuous, and despite being the Heavy, you like to ride on top. Chances are, you're into horseback riding or motorcycles, plus you adore those Jimmy John sandwiches. You're a true rebel, and an extravagant one at that. If you've done something, you want fanfare, confetti, and adulation. You're life of the party, so why shouldn't you be noticed? Jimmy! You're a raging bull, so much so that it's a wonder that Martin Scorsese hasn't given you a starring role yet. You have incredible motor skills, yet there are some people who would really appreciate if you stopped bugging them. Heavy King. There are times you just want to board a ship and shout, I'm king of the world! Apart from that, you're a strict authority figure, and the glue that keeps your teammates together. You aren't as flashy as your teammates, but you are the most ambitious, constantly trying to find ways to seize power. And you'll do it any way you can. You'll allow no one to get in your way since you're as ruthless as they come. With that in mind, you do have a soft spot as you indulge in the occasional snack. Metal Sonic. You come across as cold and mechanical. You have a rival that you just can't seem to beat, but that doesn't stop you from trying. It's up to you to show everyone who the real deal is, not that imposter. People may underestimate you, but you're full of surprises. It's also a known fact that you're a metalhead. Fang, or Nack the Weasel. You have a knack for mischief and thievery. You're a sly fellow, but you're not always the most informed. You're materialistic by nature, and you love nothing more than to sink your fangs into something valuable, like gems. You're not exactly popular, as everyone calls you a weasel, and you're not above weaseling out when things go south. But hey, at least you're not Ron Weasley. Bark! Your bark is worse than your bite. You happen to be the polar opposite of your chattier friends, being the strong silent type. But don't worry, opposites attract. You may be ferocious, but you really know how to bring the house down. Bean! You're a tough old bean. You're not the most mentally stable, and you have quite an explosive temperament. Some would even say that you're quacking up. But don't listen to those people. You know that you're the bomb, even if you do go green with envy sometimes. You have a dynamite personality. Dr. Eggman. You're a genius with a love of mechanical things. You have no pretensions of what you want. You just go out there and take it. You may have had your share of failures, but deep down, you know that in the end, you're gonna win. After all, you got the master plan. People may think of you as a rotten egg, but they just don't see your good qualities. If anything, you are an excellent person. You just want the world to run smoothly like a well-oiled machine, so what's wrong with that? Even though you're a genius, you can be rather childish at times, throwing tantrums whenever things don't go your way. You have a big ego, and you don't always learn from your mistakes, often resorting to old tricks. You may be a schemer, but you do get around. You are one deviled egg. And that's it for this video. As for the other characters like Caterkiller and Buzz Bomber, please don't ask me in the comments section. If I were to go over every single character, we'd be here all day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell. Sayonara.